Welcome to an Open Jaw episode focusing on a very different way to sell Cuba. It's called Cuba Cruise, and you may have heard about it. And we're going to tell you a lot more about why this is the hottest commodity in the Canadian ITC marketplace, right, Dougald?
We think so, absolutely. It's a brand new product, and we're very excited about it.
Before we tell agents a little bit more about how they can now sell this as a package, as they would any other Cuba resort product, let's give them some background. Who is Cuba Cruise?
Sure. Well, Cuba Cruise is a new Canadian company. That said, it's a partnership also with Lewis Cruises out of Cyprus in the Mediterranean. They've been established there for a long time, operating a number of vessels. And what we've done is we've taken one of their ships, which on the board behind me here, the Cristal, which frankly I think is a jewel in the crown of their fleet, and positioned it over to Cuba for the winter. So from mid-December until the end of March, we'll operate circumnavigation cruises around Cuba.
So it's a way to experience Cuba where you're not right in the resort, in the compound, you're actually seeing the country from the ocean. So what is that like, that experience?
Well, it's a bit like a floating resort.
Is it?
I mean, Cuba is a very big island, much bigger than all the other islands in the Caribbean put together, actually. So we go around, in 7 days, we go around the island. 6 days, 6 ports. We go ashore every day. We go into these beautiful old Spanish-American colonial cities. We have actually 6 UNESCO World Heritage Sites that can be visited on this itinerary. We also go to nature preserves and, of course, the world-famous beaches. We even have effectively a private island beach on Isla de la Juventud. Yeah.
Wow, impressive. I'm sure one of the things that the agents are really wondering about, though, of course, is the hardware. Let's talk about the ship itself, what it offers, and the amenities, the food, etc., because that becomes a quality issue for them when they're selling an ITC package.
Absolutely, we understand that. The ship is it's a mid-sized vessel, just under 26,000 tons, and 960 passengers based on double occupancy. So it's a good-sized vessel, small by comparison to some of the things they're making today, but we think ideally suited for Cuba, because in fact with this vessel we can go right in to the city centers. So a bigger ship can't do that. You know, you're out in the boonies somewhere. Cabins are a little larger than people are accustomed to on these ships. And we have all the amenities on board, of course. We have bars and restaurants, but we also have a full-service spa. We have the first casino in Cuba since the revolution, actually. We have the show lounges and everything else. The food, I'm very proud to say, will stand up against anything. We have Canadian produce. Our premium restaurant is the Alberta Prime Steakhouse.
Oh.
And the entertainment is something else I'm very proud of. We've hired performers, world-class performers, through the National Theatre Company. They are really astounding. But what we've done is we've combined that with the Canadian modern circus tradition, the Cirque du Soleil tradition.
It's really nice to hear about a new product, success story in the marketplace. Let's tell the travel agents a little bit about how they actually sell this product. Who do they buy it from?
Well, this is our second year of operation, and we've been working with leading tour operators across Canada and around the world. So, for example, you can find the product with Transat Holidays. But what we've done this year, to make it even easier, is we've chartered our own plane. From our good friends at Air Transat, we have a new generation 737 that we're flying weekly from Toronto Pearson directly into Havana. Very civilized 9 a.m. departure, direct flight into Havana, where it's a very close transfer to the vessel. The entire package, including land transfers, cruise, all the meals, the flight is going from $852 and up. So it's competitively priced with the resort market and really positions ourselves as an option to a resort package. And that's really where we want to be, because there's 1 million Canadians going to Cuba every winter, and they're going to the same resorts. We want to give them something different.
$852, is that what you just said?
From $852.
From $852. So that's the air, the transfer, and a week
on board the cruise.
The cruise? Seriously?
Seriously.
Wow.
And as we go around Cuba, We have departures out of Havana, but also out of Montego Bay. We have one stop outside of Cuba.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So, and lots of flights into Montego Bay,
Okay.
of course. So you can do a 7-day cruise starting from either gateway.
Nice. And all of this is, of course, commissionable to the travel agent?
Absolutely. Very agent-friendly. Our website has an online booking engine. As an agent, you just go on, register. You can book your clients right online. We pay, and always have paid, 12% commission to travel agents. We also commission, actually, on bar and beverage packages and shore excursions that are sold prior to departure. That's at 8%. And for group business, we've got a fabulous offer of one free tour conductor space for every 9 paying passengers. So it's very easy to put a group together, earn good commission. We've got some great offers going out as well. So watch the website, because they don't usually last very long. But right now we're offering no single supplement on select departures.
Very important.
We will be shortly, very shortly, I think today, coming out with kids sail free on Christmas and New Year departure.
Wow.
And in future, again, keep an eye on the website, but we may even have some BOGOs on selected cabin categories.
Okay. So sounds to me that after this season, you may be having to look for another ship, Dougald.
Well, that's a good thing about partnering with Lewis Cruises, because they have a fleet, and we can bring in another ship or a bigger ship. There's things we can do, although, like I say, Crystal, I think, is the way to go.
Nice. Well, listen, we love hearing about innovations in the industry. It's what keeps it alive and keeps us all excited and keeps us selling it. Thanks very much for coming in today.
Thank you very much, Nina. Hope to see you all down in Cuba.